It's Sunday Fun Day. That's right. Add some digital wisdom to your day with today's digital life hack, and then keep listening. A listener question is right on deck. Amazon Prime Day starts on July 16th and ends on the 17th. And if you intend to splurge, there's something you should know. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. Get 3 extra months free now at expressvpn.com/Kim. Amazon built its customer loyalty on the premise of fast shipping and free returns, but now this has become a problem. Amazon and many other online retailers are fed up with shoppers who order lots of things, get free shipping, and then return most or all of the order. If you plan to buy a lot on Prime Day and you want to return some of it, Amazon will charge $1 if you return items through UPS when there's a Whole Foods, Amazon Fresh, or Kohl's nearby. If you return too much stuff, Amazon is known to cancel customer accounts. They don't say exactly the grounds, but the general thought is that if you return 10% of what you buy, you will get a warning letter from them. Abuse it and you'll lose it. Get Tech Smart in just 5 minutes with my free newsletter at getkim.com. All right, now for a slice of something different. Let's crank open the listener mailbox and see what gems that you've sent my way. Joan in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hi there, Joan.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
I'm great. What's going on?
Well, I first of all want to thank you for taking my call and to thank you for sharing your wisdom.
You're sweet. Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it. So here's my question. I'm a landlord, and I'm looking for an easy way to check backgrounds, criminal backgrounds, and financial status of my applicants, and I wondered if you had something that you would recommend.
Well, how are you doing this now?
Right now, I have them fill out an application, and I take it to the local sheriff's department, and they give me that information, but it's just for our local county. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know, if they move out of the county, who knows what's going on. Yeah. And then the other thing is that I can accept a Zillow application, but because I do advertise on Zillow, mm-hmm. But in order to read the results, I have to provide them my Social Security number, my information, and I didn't know if that was safe or not. So I'm just wondering what you think about that.
It's always that question. Well, let's talk about some ways that you can just do a background check, and then we'll talk about the whole Zillow.
Okay.
So what you can do is that the big credit companies like Experian, they have something called Connect. And this way you can purchase and view credit reports. And obviously you're going to need their permission to do this and in the application.
Right, of course.
TransUnion has a similar thing called Smart Move.
Okay.
And Zillow, as you know, with the rental manager, is that they have a tenant screening tool as well. And the whole reason to get your Social Security number is to make sure that there's not going to be a bot, or maybe it's going to be tied to something with some IRS reporting. So there's reason to do that. And it's always cautious. You're like, oh, my Social Security number, I better not give this out. If it's a legitimate company and you're on a legitimate site and you see that lock in the browser URL, and you just didn't click a link out of nowhere that just popped in your mailbox, then I know it feels icky, but it's probably going to be okay.
Okay.
It's, because I experienced this myself. I wanted to renew my global entry card. And of course, they ask for everything when you're doing that. Mm-hmm. It's like,
right.
Yes. Here's a piece of my hair. Here's some DNA, my mother's maiden name, and it's like, and we all sit there and cringe. But if you feel confident that you are in the right place, then I think it would probably be okay. So those are the places where you would get the background check. Now, criminal history, that's probably something else, like you said. You take it down to the sheriff's office, but you can do a nationwide background check on several websites. There's employment verifications. But I think, taking a look at this Experian Connect and the TransUnion Smart Move, as well as, don't forget about your gut. A lot of people forget about that. It's like, does it feel right? Does everything check, all the boxes? And now, is this person from the military? They're moving in, But and then all of a sudden it just starts feeling pretty scammy because that's the whole shtick that they're all trying to use right now, pretending to be from the military and they have to move and they need 3 months free or whatever, the whole thing is. Have you experienced any of those type of scams?
No, I haven't.
That's good.
No, I've been pretty lucky, but I just want to make sure that I'm not putting myself out there.
Yeah, and that's always a concern. It is, because we always want to hold that Social Security number close to our vest. And in reality, we probably as a nation need to come up with some other type of ID other than a Social Security number, because let's just face it, they're all just for sale right now. Mine too, yours too, Joan, right there on the dark web. And they're really not selling for very much. And that's why it's super important that we always keep track of our credit and we freeze our credit. And we go ahead and put alerts on our bank accounts if there's unauthorized access, or if somebody tries to make a charge on a credit card over $50 and the credit card isn't on the premise. And you start paying attention to all these different alerts. And I know it's a major hassle. It is. It's just a pain in the butt because I get them too. But we do need to just make sure that our whole identity does stay safe. Joan, thank you so much for your call today. Hey, cheers for being part of the listening squad. Now, if you have something on your tech radar that you're dying to know more about, easy peasy. Head over to Komando.com, click Email Kim. Now, every email you send gets my full attention. No kidding. Now, when you're ready for no fluff, just essential tech stuff in your inbox, head over to GetKim.com and sign up for my free daily newsletter. That's GetKim.com.